Yo, what's good, boys? It's your boy Jose back here with another video, man. So today we're actually going to be starting a pretty, I would say it is kind of like a mega project. First mega project of the world. So before we start this episode, man, make sure you guys hit that sub and hit that like button, bro. I'm super excited for this episode, bro, because we're actually going to be building a castle. So I do have a designated area. So I'm thinking about building it just around here. I'm going to terraform, of course, make it around here. And I want to maybe in the future connect a tunnel, because there is a tunnel room in my underground base that has nothing coming this way, and I could stretch out a big tunnel coming this way to the castle. But I want to build like a castle, and I don't know what it's going to be mainly used for, but I want to store at least my my dragon egg. So I kind of want to make it like a castle dedicated for like some of my major achievements. You feel what I'm saying? So that's exactly what we're gonna be doing for this episode, man. We're gonna be making a freaking castle. I don't know how big it's gonna be. I don't know how I'm gonna build it, but yeah, we're gonna be making a castle, chat. 100% off of my head, no Lightmatic, none of that. So I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out. So I'm kind of thinking for the pillars, you guys know how there's these pillars, the little circle towers that go on the edges of the castle. I'm thinking of doing like a white palette type colored vibe for the castle. And then it'll probably be surrounded all with like spruce wood and stuff. I would do oak wood. I was thinking quartz, but it's super hard to get quartz, chat. It's going to take years. But yeah, I'm going to see real quick what type of materials we're going to need to grab. I think one of the first things I want to do, chat, before we even gather up materials, is I'm probably going to terraform a little bit of this area just to have a big space to see how we're going to build this. So yeah, we're going to terraform a pretty big amount of space here. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Chat, of course the pillagers have to pull up, bro. There's like 50 of them, bro. Why is there so many of them, bro? What the hell? Oh, there we go. So we have a pretty, let me see if I can go. We got a pretty big area right here terraformed. Now, chat, I'm just gonna try to make like a layout, if that makes sense, of kind of how I want it. So I'm kind of thinking of doing like 3 poles, or maybe 2 going sideways that way, and then 2 coming this way like that. We'll have 2 in the center, and then the big door, and then in the back we'll do a couple. And in the back we'll have another 2 in the center, and then we'll do a door. And then in the middle we'll have like the big part of the castle. It'll be 2 floors. The first floor will be in the entrance in the bottom, and the second floor on the top. But yeah, let's quickly try to like draw out a layout, if that makes sense. Alright, chat, so we have the outline now. Pretty much it's gonna be something like this. Gonna have the 3 little pillars going up, 3 little towers going up. I've meant it's gonna be the main area right here. And I'll probably have like a little like stand right here, right in the center, right here. That's gonna hold my my dragon egg. It's gonna be the entrance. It's gonna be some high walls. These are all gonna be high walls. High walls, everything right here. So for these pillars, I'm gonna be using diorite, polished diorite, calcite, the pale wood, the new pale logs, and quartz. So I wasn't gonna use quartz, bro, but cause it's super expensive, but we're gonna use it, bro. Fuck it, cause I tried it out in creative and it looks nice. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna be doing the walls though, how we're gonna decorate the walls, but I kind of have an idea. But the first thing we're gonna do now, chat, is I'm gonna collect probably a shulker box of each material. What I mean by that is we're going to collect the whole shulker box of diorite, whole shulker box of polished diorite, full shulker box of calcite, full shulker box of pale logs, and a full shulker box of quartz. Yeah, of quartz too. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, bro. It's going to take a long time, Chad. But we got to do it, man. So yeah, let's get it. Alright, chat. First, we're going to work on getting the diorite. Alright, chat. We have all the diorite right here. And polished diorite. Boom. Now, chat, we're going to get a full shulker box of pale oak logs. These are all going to be stripped, but we obviously have to go get them either way. So yeah, let's go do that. Alright, guys, so we are going to look for pale wood right now, but we found a bunch of calcite. We also need a bunch of calcite. So we're going to grab a bunch, chat. And by the way, for the quartz, I might use snow blocks, because I already looked at snow blocks and they kind of look somewhat similar to quartz. But I'm gonna try to do an experiment because there is a bunch of snow, bro, and snow is super easy to get. So yeah. But first, let's just get this. Let's get all this calcite. All right, chat. We just finished getting up all the calcite right here. You guys can see. Now we're gonna get a bunch of pale oak logs, full shulker box. I'm gonna be here for a while, man. But yeah, let's get it. Alright, chat, we got all the pale wood for now. Might have to come get more in the future. Depends how much we end up needing. But, so I want to see before we go ahead and get quartz. What is the quartz difference with the snow block? This is quartz. Yeah, we might have to do quartz, chat, just because the quartz does look a little bit more like pinkish towards the pale wood. I feel like the snow block looks too white, if that makes sense. Ah, damn. Whoop. Yeah, chat, we're gonna have to go get some quartz probably. Or I might just do snow. Here, if I do this, let's do that, and then we get snow. It doesn't look too bad, bro. Let's just get snow, chat. We'll get snow, chat. We'll try snow out, and if for some reason it does look bad, then we'll just go back and then get quartz. But I think the snow looks good. But we need to go find snow, so let's go do that. Alright, chat. We found a snow mountain here. Boom. Let's get a bunch of snow. Alright, chat, it literally took us not even 5 minutes, but we have all the snow blocks. Let's go ahead and go back to the base, man. Let's see how we're gonna build we're gonna build these pillars on the castle, man. We're gonna do the pillars first, and then I'm gonna work on the walls, and then we'll work on the little square area that goes in the back, like the main part of the castle. So yeah, let's go ahead and go back to the base, chat. Alright, boys, so we're here at the base. I mean, not the base, we're here at the castle. I'm gonna work on these pillars first. I'm gonna build one of them and try to make it somewhat nice, see what it looks like, and then we'll build the other ones. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, chat, so we made the first pillar. Honestly, bro, it looks pretty nice, chat. You guys can see we start off with diorite, then it goes into polished diorite, then calcite, then pale stripped logs, and then snow at the top. So I think for the roofs, I'm probably gonna do, I think for the roofs, I might do, so I'm kind of thinking maybe for the roof, we do like a dark oak wood for the roofs, and then I might switch up the walls and do the walls with deep slate instead of diorite as well, or maybe do like a combination of deep slate and diorite, if that makes sense. But I'm gonna build all these other towers first, and then I'm gonna try to find try to see a design I can build for the walls. But I'm thinking it's probably gonna be between diorite and deep slate. I still don't know how I'm gonna make that thing right there, the square in the middle. But yeah, let's go ahead and lift up these other 5 pillars. and then I'll get back to you guys. Alright, chat, we are officially done with the pillars, bro. The pillars look super nice, chat. Let me know what you guys think. We did 6 of them. So what I'm pretty much thinking, bro, is we'll probably go up with the wall like 1/3 of the towers, and then we'll put a little like wall, like a little deck in each side. So we'll go up 1/3 of the towers here, the front, everywhere, and then we'll put a roof all around, like a floor, so we can have a floor on top. First, this will be the first floor, and there'll be a second floor. It'll have like a whole view on the second, like it'll look nice, chat. Just trust me. But now, bro, I need to find like a design or something, or figure something out to see what I do for these walls. These walls need to look nice, chat. That way, it goes good with these pillars. So I'm gonna see if I can build either a deep slate type of the wall or a diorite type of wall. But yeah, we'll see right now, chat, what we build, bro. But the pillars so far, bro, they look super nice. Look at this, chat. These will have little rooms in them, little staircases in them as well, so don't worry about that one, chat. Don't worry about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep building. But yeah, like I said, this will be right here in the center. I'll have like a little thing that'll be holding my dragon egg, which is gonna be nice, chat. Trust me. Alright, chat, so I'm gonna try first with deep slate, but we actually have no deep slate. Let me check. Actually, I think I have 0 deep slate though, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try deep slate. I'm gonna try to do like some deep slate walls with deep slate brick stuff with diorite walls, see if that works. But if not, I'm gonna try to do diorite. But yeah, I don't think I have any deep slate, chat. So let's see. Yeah. So yeah, let's go get some deep slate, bro. Alright, boys, we got all the deep slate here. A little extra from this one. This is from what I had in the base. Lined all this up. Now, chat, I'm trying to build these walls. So I think first I'm gonna start off with the front. I want to get the front like done, bro. Set. I'm probably gonna do like an archway going both ways. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do this front wall first. It's gonna be the entrance to the base. Then we'll work on these diagonal walls. Then we'll work on these straight walls. Then we'll work on these back walls. I still don't know how I'm gonna do this square part here. Might do it just the way I did this. I'm gonna see, chat. Don't really know yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's just work on the walls now. For now, this is what I have so far, bro, for the entrance. I think this might be the way it looks. It looks pretty nice. Kind of looks like the monument entrance. Gonna walk in here. So I think I'm gonna do deep slate for everything with the mixture of polished diorite. I think that's probably gonna work the best. Now I need to see how I'm gonna form up these walls. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but let's try to think of something. All right, chat. After a bunch of just random shit, chat. Look at this, bro. Oh, so this wall is looking very nice, bro. I just added like a bunch of like slabs and then some bricks just around. You guys can see the bricks right here. Slabs, bricks. It looks very nice, bro. I think I'm gonna do this type of design for the inside, but with diorite. But first I want to get the walls from the outside done, because you guys can see we got the diorite as well, and this looks nasty, so we're probably gonna do like slabs and stuff as well through the inside. But now, chat, I need to find a way. Okay, so first let's go up to the top of this wall. This is what it's looking like right now, chat. So I need to find a way to make, I don't know, I feel like I need to add something to have like a wall type of thing. So like maybe something like this. Then we put fences and then, like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to figure something out. This will be like the deck part of the castle, if that makes sense, to give more context. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and try to build. Maybe we could put fences. I don't know. We'll see right now, chat. Alright, chat. So we added, like I said, we added this little wall thing on the top. We just put some stairs and then some planks, some bricks. That's kind of what I meant about adding a wall. This top part is what we added right now. come up here. Now, like I said, we just added like a little wall, just so we don't fall off, and just to make it look like a kind of like a type of balcony. That makes sense. But chat, honestly, bro, I think this looks fucking nice. Like, it looks freaking nice as fuck. I think the deep slate turned out nice, as you guys can see. Like, look how nice that the design looks. I think I'm gonna struggle though to make these sides right here, bro. I feel like I'm gonna struggle for that though, but at least we got this done now. We got this done in the front. We're gonna add more design to it, of course, but it's just to start building the structure up. I think though for this square, we're probably gonna do the same shit we did with these. Just gonna go up by palette, we're just gonna go up by color like these. Yeah, and we're gonna fix up this diorite after, but first I just want to get the castle. I want to get the walls done, and then we'll work on the roofs for these pillars. But yeah, now we're gonna work, chat, on these diagonal sides. I'm gonna see if I can come up with something nice. But actually, bro, one thing, these will probably be easy because they're straight. I can kind of just do like a mini wall. Like this one, just obviously gonna be smaller, and these will probably be easy as well too. But yeah, so far looking good, Chad. Let's go ahead and continue. I think the door's big enough. Like I said, I want to have something holding the dragon egg around here somewhere, right in the center. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna be using this for, but we'll find something useful. And yeah, these will have doors, these towers, and they'll have stairs to go up as well. Yeah, it's looking nice, chat. It's looking pretty nice, bro. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. It's gonna look sick, bro, once it's all finished. But yeah, let's keep going, chat. Alright, boys, we finally finished one of the diagonal walls, bro. Chat, I'm gonna be honest, bro, this took probably like an hour, bro. I couldn't find a fucking design. I couldn't find a way to make it fit right, bro, because pretty much all around the castle we're gonna have 2 layers. The only part that was able to have 3 diorite layers, and so pretty much like I said, the only part that was able to have the 1 diorite lines like this is the front, because it has enough space. But since I have these sides that are kind of small and diagonals, I had to add 2 diorite blocks instead of 1, but it looks nice. And I'm gonna do that all the way around. Right here, I'm gonna do two diorites. Over here as well, 2 diorites. Oh, I forgot to do this right here. But yeah, got that wall done. That was the hardest part, because I think these straight ones are gonna be easier to get done. I'm gonna quickly do this one, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, chat, just finished the other diagonal wall, bro. There we go. Pretty fast. Now, chat, I'm gonna quickly I think what I'm gonna do next, I need to build up this square now, and then I can finish these other walls. These other walls, I'm just gonna make them the same, but before we do those walls, let's finish up this square. I'm gonna build it exactly how I built these pillars. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This one might be a little bit higher. Alright, chat, so we ended up doing a circular thing for the back part of this instead of a square one. I'm probably gonna like not do it as high, not do this thing as high as these. I'll probably like put a floor somewhere and then build up, but I'm thinking of spruce. If I should use a spruce or dark oak logs stripped, because for these things I'm probably going to use a dark oak for the roof. I think a dark oak wood will give it a nice look. Dark oak planks, I meant. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this part, but I don't want to make this one too high, because I want to set a floor on it and then make like a square tower going up. You feel what I mean? But I'm gonna leave this here for now, bro, and let's build up these last few walls. So we need to build one right here. So we need to build 1, 2. We need to do 4 more walls. This one should be easy because it's gonna be just some straight, no diagonal stuff like these. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and build these real quick, and then see what we do next after that, chat. All right, bruh. Chat. After a long time, bro, we're officially done with the walls, bro. These are now, the walls are now put up. But now I need to focus on this circle thing in the middle. That's gonna be the main part of the base of the castle, the main part of the structure of the castle. I think one thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna put a beacon in here. I'm gonna put out probably the beacon that has every single power up, like the haste, the regeneration. I'm gonna put a beacon right in the center here. It'll look sick, chat, trust. But now I need to, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the flooring yet, chat. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to work on this little circle thing, bro. I don't know if I should put a floor now and then start building with wood, with dark oak wood. I think that's probably the best bet. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that, chat. I want to start working on this area in here. You feel what I'm saying? But chat, let me know what you guys think, bro. I think it looks fucking. Gonna have all these little rooms. It's starting to look sick, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Have all these little rooms right here, chat. But yeah, let's keep building. All right, chat. So I think first, dude, this creeper's in here. Holy shit! Y'all saw that, chat? Bro, I think, chat. First, I'm gonna fill up this floor, bro, with just straight spruce wood. I'm gonna need a lot of spruce wood, chat. I don't think I have any, bro. No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we go to the... Bro, look how nice it feels, like, just flying out through that hole, bro. But I'm pretty sure if we come to... Pretty sure in the base. Yeah, I'm gonna fill up the floor with just straight spruce wood planks. But I believe I have nothing, bro. Yeah, chat. Alright, so we got some tree breaking to do, bro. Holy. So I got here to a taiga biome, I believe. And now we're gonna get a bunch of spruce wood, bro. We need a shit ton for that floor. So yeah. Alright, chat, so I think it's gonna be enough spruce wood for now. Now I want to also get a little bit of dark oak wood. That way I can start like making the palettes, colorways of how I'm gonna do the roofs of the little pillars. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a dark oak forest right around here somewhere. Let me see if I can find one. But yeah, we need to get dark oak wood as well. For the roofs of the pillars. Yep. Just found the dark oak forest. Now we're gonna get a bunch of dark oak wood, chat. Alright, boys, we got all the dark oak wood for now. Probably gonna have to get more. But for now, that should be good enough. We're gonna go back to the base and I'm gonna start working. I'm probably gonna start working on building the floor. I don't know exactly how I want to build it yet, but I kind of have a small idea. So I kind of want to build. So we're gonna do the floor, right? And we also need to make a floor close to the top of the fences. I'll show you guys right now. All right, chat. We're here at the castle. So I need to make a floor. I'm only gonna make one. Fuck. I'm only making one floor. Well, it's gonna be a 2-floor castle, right? The first floor is gonna be that part where the grass is at. Gonna fill that in with spruce wood. Second floor is probably gonna be right around this level, like right here, like this block. Make the floor go that way, all the way around, and then I'll have like staircases somewhere with the stuff going up. We'll also have staircases and doorways in all of these pillars to access the pillars, because I want to use the pillars as rooms as well. But like I said, literally gonna have right here. Ooh, look, we're literally gonna put the perfect idea. We'll put the dragon egg literally here in the center probably, because I also want to put a beacon, but I don't know where I want to put the beacon. The beacon also fits good in here. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty tall first floor, and then a pretty small second floor. The second floor is just gonna be like a, it's gonna be like a balcony, pretty much like a view, like to be able to view outside, you know. First floor is gonna be actually for stuff, you know. Not sure what I'm gonna put yet. I could leave these walls how the way they are. I'll see. Maybe I'll add a little bit of decoration. But these walls from the inside don't look as bad. But yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, I think I'm gonna first let's just fill up the first floor with just straight spruce wood, bruh. Alright chat, so we pretty much alright chat, so we fucking put the entire floor down. I decided to put an outline of iron blocks. Dude, I have so much iron blocks, and they honestly, they kind of glow pretty nice, and even with shaders they glow even better. I put an outline of, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this outline right here for the entrance, but I put an outline of iron blocks. If you guys can see, it looks pretty nice. And then we fill it up with spruce wood as well as in here. So now I'm gonna make some doors into these pillars, like something like this maybe, just something light, bruh. And we're also gonna fill these in all with iron blocks and spruce wood. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright chat, we finished doing the little floors for each pillar. Now what I'm gonna do, chat, is I'm gonna raise this circular big circle. It's gonna be the main part of the castle. I'm gonna raise this to the level of that wall because I want to build the second floor. And then yeah, so I want to raise this structure right here to the wall, probably to the I'm thinking the diorite that's right there is that high. We'll put a floor all the way around just like we did. We'll pretty much do this on the bottom, on the top with the iron blocks and the spruce wood. But first I'm gonna quickly build the rest of this. Alright chat, we got this thing built. Now we're gonna put the second floor all the way around. Also gonna do it on the pillars too. I'm gonna try to match the pillars with the same exact floor and everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that next, chat. I'm gonna need a lot of iron blocks, a lot of spruce wood. Good thing I have a lot. Iron farm, bro, I have produces an insane amount of freaking insane amount of iron, so we're chilling, chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'll get back to you guys once we fill this up fully with the second floor, chat. Second floor on this outside and also on all the pillars. Alright chat, so we put up all of the freaking floor from the second floor, as well as the pillars all have their floors. And now chat, what I need to do, bruh, is we're gonna put in the floor for this part of the base, and then I'm gonna start working on the little roofs for the pillars, these small ones, and then we'll work on the roof for this bigger one. But we're gonna do like some triangular type roofs for all of these. What's like a point, kind of like a skyscraper point. But first, let's add a spruce wood floor. I forgot to do that to this little circle here. All right, shall we put the floor on this side, the little circle we forgot. Like I said, for these pillars, I'm gonna be using like dark oak planks, stuff like that. I was looking up like some ideas on Chrome, and I think white color fits the best with dark oak wood. I'm probably gonna use planks, a lot of planks for like the roof. Like I said, I wanted to have like a pointed roof, so it looks kind of nice. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and make a roof. Let's add a roof to all of these little pillars, and then this is gonna be the main one, so I'm gonna work on this one. And then after that, bro, I'm gonna add staircases going in every single pillar as well. And yeah, I also need to add a beacon. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. I want to add a maxed out beacon with all the different what is it called, power-ups, which like haste all the ones that there is in one beacon, pretty much like a super beacon, just so that when I come up to this castle, it's like a sick, you know. But this is what it looks like from the inside. We're obviously gonna put a lot of lanterns and stuff to give it more light, but it's looking very nice, chat. Look at the way these rooms look, super freaking nice. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. And I think for these walls right here, I'm probably gonna add slabs all the way up, just to give it a little texture, a little vibe, a little more design, because you guys see these big gaps, right? It looks kind of nasty like that. I'm gonna add some slabs there, of course, but we're gonna go ahead and now focus on getting the roofs. I'm gonna test dark oak wood on one pillar, and then once I get it to look nice, I'll show you guys, and then we'll do it on the rest of the pillars. But yeah, let's go ahead and do it next. Alright, chat, so I'm currently working on the roofs of the pillars. So I think I'm gonna do all these at once and like follow them together. That way I don't fuck one up, because these are kind of difficult to build. Currently working on the first one, but yeah, I'll get back to you guys once we have the roof for all of these 6 pillars. Chat, what the fuck? So today's Halloween, bro, and there's a zombie with a literal... Bro. There's a zombie with a literal... So I'm streaming right now, chat. Recording the castle video. There's literally a zombie with a pumpkin head. I'm gonna try to take him to my house, put him in a little cubicle, and see if I can put a name tag on him, chat. This is kind of sick, dude. What the hell? I got him. Boop. Nope. I don't want him to hit me, bro. See if I can get him in this box, man. My base, bro. Look at him, bro. Dude, this is so cool, bro. Hopefully, after Halloween, he stays with the pumpkin head, bro. If not, I'm gonna kill him. But look at him, Chad. He's trapped now in the base. But yeah, let's keep working on the castle, man. That's kind of nice, bro. They added that update. Pretty cool, I guess. Alright, chat. So I think the roofs of these pillars are pretty much done. They look pretty nice, bro, honestly. I tried to do the best I could to make it look nice. As you guys can see, that is the view. And actually, chat, if we come up here to the creeper farm, bro, the castle looks insane, bro, from the creeper farm, chat. Look at this view, bro. It just looks majestical from up here, bro. It's insane. The castle's looking very good, chat. Now I'm gonna work on this part right here. So I think for this part, I'm gonna make like a squared type house, if that makes sense, like a mini house. I don't know with what I'm gonna do it, but yeah, we're gonna do that next, chat. I'll probably make it with pure pill wood, but we're gonna make like a squared type house, if that makes any sense, chat. And also we're gonna make 4 more little towers like these, but smaller. I already marked them down, but these are gonna be a bit more higher than these pillars. And they will have balconies on the roof to be able to look up, to be able to look out into the world. But yeah, let's go ahead and work on this, man. I don't know how I'm gonna build it, but I'm gonna think of something. Chat, so we added a little rim around this outside circle. On the outside, put a little wall. It looks fucking sick, dude. Like the way it looks. Just like that, chat. Now we're gonna add the centerpiece. Alright, chat, so I have an idea. So actually, I think we're gonna set down a beacon here, but I want to set down the beacon in the first floor. So I'm gonna try to find the exact center, mark out a 2x3 hole going down here, and then going down on the other floor. And then we're gonna put a maxed out beacon with all 6 effects. And then I'm gonna build like a little tower thing going on around the beacon. with like leaves and all that, maybe moss blocks, probably, maybe. What I'm thinking. I think that would look very nice. But I need to find out the exact center of this circle here and mark out a 2x3 hole. Alright boys, we marked the center for the beacon. It's gonna go right here down. But there's one problem, bro. I think I literally only have one beacon in I literally have one beacon to my name. So you know what that means, bro? I'm gonna have to go fight the wither five times, bro, because I need 6 beacons. Fuck me, man. I think I literally only have one beacon, bro. Let's check my inventory real quick. Alright. Yeah, I have one beacon. Do I at least have wither heads? Okay, I do. I need 3. I need to fight. How many times? I need to fight it 5 times, so I need 15 heads. There we go. Soul sand. Alright, chat, let's go to the end real quick to fight the wither. This is the last. Imagine I just die, bro. Fuck me, man. That was easy. Alright, chat, I'm gonna get back to you guys once I get all the stars. Alright, chat, we're gonna craft the 5 more beacons that we needed. Just like that. Got the iron blocks to make the mega. It's called the mega beacon. I'm also gonna get some white dye. To give the beacons a little color to them. Or actually, I think I need to do this, chat. Let me get a bit more white dye. Like that. Alright, let's go ahead and go make the beacon, man. Finally got the beacon done. I was gonna put like color stained glass to switch the color, but the white itself looks pretty fucking nice, chat. I'm gonna give you guys a little. The white looks crazy, bro, just like shining up. So I think here what I'm gonna do in the middle, instead of, I was gonna build a house, bro, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm probably gonna build up like a nice little tower. And then it's gonna be moving towards this, and then we'll have a hole on that little build, so the beacon obviously shines all the way up. And we also need to build these little 4 towers. I already marked them down. These are gonna be pretty high up, a little bit more higher than these, with all balconies. Not gonna have roofs on these, just gonna have straight balconies. It's gonna look sick, chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to find something we can figure something out for what we're gonna build in here, chat. And like I said, these towers right here will have slab staircases going up, but with pure slabs. Just as another way to get to the roof. But yeah, and I'm also gonna cover this beacon up and make a little tower around the beacon itself, so we can have a staircase going up here as well. That makes sense, chat. Alright, chat, so I made this little pale thing, kind of like the archways that you see at the ocean monument. But I think what I'm gonna do, just to make it look nice, I'm gonna probably build a little tower here going up with these that are right here as well, because we're gonna make some towers here as well, these little ones. These are all gonna be they're gonna have a little staircase going up, and then at the top it'll just be somewhere it'll just be like a place for you to be able to look out. These I'll probably put stuff in because they're big. These, it'll just be like a little staircase going up so we can look outside. And this one, we'll make a tower going up here just so it looks nice, but obviously there's not going to be anything here. It's just going to be kind of like, so it shows the beacons. It shows like the beacon light coming out. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, first, let's try to make a little tower design for this area. But let me know what you guys think of these archways. I think they look pretty nice, bro. Alright, chat. So I made a little tower, bro. This is what it looks like. So I think for these other towers, I'm pretty much going to use the same design I used for the big pillars. But obviously these towers will be starting from this floor up, not from the floor in the very bottom. So I'm going to quickly build up all these 4 pillars to match that one. I'm going to probably do that height. I think that height is good enough. It's just a little bit bigger than these things, which is just what I wanted. But yeah, we're going to build up these other 4 pillars and then we'll see what we do from there. But yeah, pretty much just going to be all blocked off like that. I'll probably build like a little diorite with stairs and stuff so it looks like it's attached to the ground, you know. But first, let's go ahead and work on these other 4 towers. I'm gonna build those 4 towers up, and then I'll get back to you guys once we do that. Alright, boys, we just added the 4 towers into the world. So I think I'm probably gonna I'll probably put some walls around these towers, like little walls, and have like a little base going on inside here too, chat. As you guys can see, we also just added shaders to the world, bro, to make the world look better. Oh my god, chat, it's looking nice. Alright, chat, so we made something, chat. I don't know if it looks good. So we made this little, like, I guess you can kind of say it's like an ocean monument type thing. We built it with deep slate, like tiled bricks all the way around. It's all finished, I think. It looks nice, chat, I'm not gonna lie. And just because of the way it looks in here, bro, I think I might just put my dragon egg in here on this little floor, like right in the center. This looks very nice, chat, in my opinion. As you guys can see, the roofs, these parts look a little bit weird, but I think it'll work, chat. I think I'm gonna leave this the way it is. Might remove this stuff though, just so there's no like, or I could leave it actually, maybe. But now, chat, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna add a little bit of lighting in here, a little bit of chains with lanterns, just to give it a little bit more vibe. Might add some leaves and stuff on the outside, like some leaves on the outside coming into the inside of this build as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that next. Alright, boys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, but I think this looks sick, bro. So we added some jungle leaves, we added some lanterns with chains, and we added some glowberries, and it looks fucking sick. I was gonna add some of these, but I think I need moss on the floor, so I don't really want to do that. But I think it looks nice, chat. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more stuff on the walls and stuff. And then I'm pretty sure, I think I'm gonna put the dragon egg in the center here. I think it's the best spot. It looks so nice here, chat. But now, before we do that, before I continue working on this, I want to get these towers done, these little ones. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing, I already mined out their entrances like this. Each tower is going to have like some fence going up in the middle all the way up with slabs all the way around. And then the very top would just be a balcony. So what we're going to do now, chat, is we're going to work on this balcony. I think we're just going to use a lot of fences or walls. It's probably the best bet for these balconies. But yeah, chat, let me know what you guys think. I'm doing these balconies just so whenever I want, I can come up here. I can turn my render distance super on, like all the way on, maxed. And I could just see my beautiful world. The surroundings from all the way around here. I could probably even do more builds all the way around here. Going all the way around there, all the way to my house. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and work on these balconies now, chat. I'm getting excited because it's starting to like look insanely nice, chat. Like whenever I fly from my house to the castle now, chat, like look at what I'm looking at, bruh. Y'all cannot tell me that doesn't look nice, bro. And we also still have all this space to work with, man. Not sure what I'm gonna be putting down here. Might just put a bunch of chandeliers and stuff. That's gonna be the portal room, and then all these rooms have their doors. They're all gonna have fences in the middle with the slabs going up in like a stairway kind of thing. All of them are gonna have that. But yeah, chat, it's looking very nice, and this is literally all just to hold my dragon egg, bro. So you guys can see that dragon egg matters to me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? This is literally all just to hold the dragon egg, and also because I wanted to build the castle. So yeah, chat, let's go ahead and keep working on this. Now we're gonna work on these little balcony areas for these little towers, as well as this one. This is also part of it. So yeah, let's get it going. All right, chat. So I'm gonna do this with every single one of these other 4 pillars. You guys can see it's like a little. Look how nice that looks, chat. Come up here. It's gonna be a little balcony area. Put a bunch of diorite stuff, pale stuff. We even put some end rods for lighting. Looks very nice. Just gonna be literally, like I said, like a small little balcony. Look how nice it looks, chat. So now we're gonna go ahead and quickly build these structures on all these other 4 pillars, and then we'll go on from there, chat. All right, chat. We finished the little balcony things. They look super freaking nice, chat. Look at them. These 4 are the same. This one's a little bit different because this one had a 3x2 dimension, and this one had a 3x3. But it looks super nice, chat. I'm probably gonna add more stuff here in the future. Like I said, we're gonna have a staircase coming up with pure slabs to get to the top of this. But yeah, it's starting to look very nice, chat. I like the way the decorations are looking, chat. Very beautiful build so far. I think now, chat, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna try to build something. I guess you can kind of say we're gonna start adding the decoration parts. Like these probably need like some fences or like some signs or something like that. But first, chat, I want to work on building something here right in the center. That's just gonna hold my dragon egg. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can try to come up with, chat. And then we also do need to work on the stair. Or actually, I think the first thing I want to do is we'll work on the staircases for all these 4 pillars. Wait, there's how many pillars? There's 1 pillar, 2, 3, 6. The 6 pillars. We'll work on a staircase for those, and then we'll work on these pillars for a staircase for these. But this one won't have a staircase because this one just has the beacon going up. So this one I'll probably build like a little something like this with stairs to kind of just show that it's like sticking down, you know, like just to like kind of make it look like it's going down through the floor, you know. But yeah, we're gonna work now on getting the staircases for these towers done. Next, I was gonna add more floors because you guys can see it's pretty high up, but I think we're just gonna do a staircase going all the way down. And yeah, chat, we're gonna go ahead and do that next. And yeah, all right, chat, we finished putting the staircases, bro, in all of the fucking towers. I was gonna put stuff in these towers, but I guess not. Just gonna use them strictly for staircases. But these all now have staircases, bro. The castle is starting to come closer and closer to an end. Might need to add some light source in these towers though, probably. But now we're gonna add some little decoration. Like specifically just gonna add a little bit of lighting in these little rooms because it's kind of dark still. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do some chains, some lanterns, and maybe some glow berries. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Chad, what the fuck, bro? Some dude literally just gifted a $20 gift on TikTok, but he says I have to do a water bucket clutch from super high with no totem, chat. Chat, what the hell? Chat, should I do it, bro? He literally just sent me a $20 TikTok gift. Chat, I think I gotta do it, bro. But I think I should be chilling, bro. Low key. We're currently working on the castle, chat. Look at him. Look how nice it looks, man. But he just said if I do a water bucket clutch, I have to do a water bucket clutch from super high with no totem, bro. I'm actually kind of nervous. He sent me $20, bro. Alright, boys. I think I'm gonna just go build up from here, probably. So let's do that real quick. Dude, I did not expect someone to send that much money, bro. Like, what? And I have to do it with no totem. I think I got this, chat. It should be easy, bro. Should literally be easy. Alright, guys. Some guy, so he donated the 20 man, so let's do the water bucket clutch. Some guy for TikTok donated me a literal $20 gift. He told me to do the water bucket clutch, bro. Doing this in hardcore with no totems, bro. This should be easy, bro. Chat, we know this, bro. Come on now. No way. No way, bro. Chat, there's literally no way. I literally spam clicked. I literally spam right clicked. How did I die? Bro. Chat. I was literally working on the castle, bro. Bro, there's actually no way. There's no way, chat. Bro, no. No flipping way, man. Chat, what? Dude. I just lost everything.